So what do we know about materials that are allowed to be used in antiseptics? So antiseptic, first of all, is OTC. It's not a cosmetic grade material. It's regulated. And there are a variety of molecules that commonly use. The first one these days is definitely benzalkonium chloride. And this will be the subject of our next minutes. Other ingredients are listed here. They are more regulated and less applied for cosmetic. There is also hydrogen peroxide that can be used, and you understand the problems of stability. Povidone iodine, of course, different type of alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, ethanol, and so on. We will focus on benzalkonium chloride. Now, why is the focus of benzalkonium chloride? First of all, it is used in the cosmetic arena as a preservative. At the low concentration, it functions as a preservative. Now we are basically using the preservative also as a functional ingredient to protect us from any kinds of microbe, including coronavirus. Okay, so it's the same benzalkonium chloride. It is a cationic surfactant, which means because of the charge, there is limited ability to use it with anionic bases. So we have to use non-ionic bases for this. But it is a cationic surfactant. We use this cationic surfactant to reduce particle size, for example, and for other applications as well. It's a stable molecule. It will not oxidize, will not degrade easily, but it will degrade. It has a very low incidence of irritation. In other words, it does not enhance irritation, and most of the people can tolerate it very nicely. We also know from clinical studies that it kills the bacteria immediately. However, the effect is not very long lasting. Very long, I mean hours, several hours, like the day. You need to reactivate the skin in order to get a longer protection. Here are a few products that are using benzalkonium chloride. As you know, it is a OTC and it is regulated. You see, for example, in this product, the use level is 0.13. Here is another material. It's a very interesting material because it's using only 0.1%. And it says in the front without water. And of course, the first ingredient on the inky is water, but that's another issue. So the use level of BKC is anywhere between 0.1 and 0.13, relatively small concentration and very good activity. It has been used in Bangkok, in South Asia, most recently, very successful as a HydroSal BKC. And you can see here two different products that using HydroSal BKC. This is the technology that I'm going to talk about this in a few minutes. And HydroSal BKC used to kill and protect us from the bacteria. What the EPA is saying about fighting coronavirus. So as you know, in terms of the regulation and in the US, there are two types of treatment. One of them is alcohol-based. Alcohol means anywhere between 60 to 95%. You see, it's 100% doesn't work well, up to 95%. So it could be either isopropyl alcohol or ethanol or so on, or and propanol. But it's a base of at least 60% alcohol. So alcohol can kill the virus, the bacteria, immediately. But alcohol, as you know, evaporates pretty fast, and the effect is immediate but temporarily. Okay? The other type of materials that are allowed to be used for this are alcohol-free, and the only one that I know of is benzalkonium chloride. When we talk about hand protection, we have the following options. The first one is frequent wash. Frequent wash turned to be as effective as alcohol. Okay, as effective as alcohol, according to many clinical results. Then we have again the alcohol that works immediately, but the effect is not last longer. And you see the molecule on the right side, and you have all the non-alcoholic like BKC. What is the challenge? And this is where we in this business have to come up with solutions to help consumers. Multiple of frequent washes drying out the skin. The same thing happened with using alcohol. When the skin dried out and losing its ability to protect from microbes. So our idea is that we want to protect the skin, but we cannot do it by drying it out. So frequent washes and alcohols, I've simply said, are not beneficial to the skin for long term. Okay, so we would like to use a material such as BKC, which can kill the bacteria and viruses and has a long-lasting efficacy. And you see some references that I mentioned to support the three major claims of what can protect the skin. But we, again, in our skin care business, we are here to protect consumers, and protect means kill the bacteria, but also keep the skin viable to do the job. Okay, so if we look at the EPA list, there is what is called the N list of disinfectant, and there is a clear distribution of what it should be. And as EPA registration, manufacturers need to have a number, registration number. It has to appear on the label. Like this label, it does not appear, but you can see that it's eliminate 99.999%, which means it's a very effective solution using BKC at 0.13. Here is a few other products that you should be aware of, and how does it work. So you see on this table, I start from the left. This is the EPA registration number. This is the active they are using, BKC, the brand, the company that got the EPA number and the product, and this was tested against water virus, and it kills viruses in 0.25 of a minute, okay, 15 seconds. So this is the EPA registration. This is part of it. There are many, many other products. I just picked up a few. And you see sodium chloride, hydrogen peroxide, again, BKC, and so on. And you see the brand names. You see the company that got the registration number and the proof based on viruses. Typically, the proof is coming, you see, from the manufacturer of the raw material. If the raw material was tested against norovirus, then they can continue to claim it in their product claim. Okay, and typically the kill is between, we see 0.25, 0.5 of a minute, which means it's very fast in killing. So we are using, again, a BKC from a manufacturer that has the number, and we can utilize this number.